Hi everyone. Okay, so this is for those who would just like a quick overview of what to do when you get responses in Google Forms, and just going over a spreadsheet in Google Forms and what that looks like and how to organize your responses. So I'm only going to stick to the sheets part. I'm not going to go over everything in Forms when it comes to students' responses. This is just for if you have created all of your worksheets and you're wanting to get the responses. So you're going to review responses right here in Sheets. It's this green little button, the Sheets logo. So I already have a sheet worked out for this form. I have one right here. So I have my A test and my B test. All the answers and responses come into these two sections, depending on what they are. Now I need to get all of the responses. I'm going to delete this really quick so I can show you how to do that. So I need to get all my responses from period 2, from both test A and test B, into one sheet. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do 4 because I learned that B does not have any test or period 2s. So these are all of my responses. I have a few things hidden over here. So these are my hidden things. So I'm going to show you all that too right now. So when you open up a new sheet, this is kind of what it will look like for you. Normally it's organized by the timestamp, so you can adjust that, and I always adjust it to sort A through Z when it's in the period spot. So that way I have all of period 2s together and all of period 4s together. Now I want to take period 4s and I want to put them all onto their own separate sheet. So I'm going to make a new sheet. I'm going to right click and I'm going to title it period 4. And then I'm going to go back over to test A, and I'm going to click the first response for period 4, and I'm going to take it down to the bottom. Then I'm going to hit Control C for copy. I'm going to go over to period 4 sheet, hit that one, Control V for paste, and then I'm going to have all the responses for period 4 in test A on that sheet. Now I'm going to go over to test B. I'm going to click up to the first response and go all the way down. Control C again, go into form or to the period 4 form, Control V to get all of my responses. Now I can organize them by last name by clicking that column and going to, oops, I'm sorry, I have to click, there we go, sort A through Z. I right click and then I can sort A through Z. Now I have one student up here who did not put her first name in the first name box. She put it in the last name box. So I'm going to just go ahead and take her last name and I'm going to put it into the last name box. I could change her first name if I would like to, but I'm not going to worry about that because I just want it sorted A through Z. I know who that student is still, so I know her last name. Now, you have these all sorted by last name, which is what Synergy is typically sorted by. I changed my Synergy to sort by first name because I ran into a problem at the beginning when I was using Forms where I was just giving them a spot for their name. They just had a first name and a last name in the same box. So when I went to organize my answers, it was always organizing them by first name. So if you want to avoid that, you have to have a first name box in your form and a last name box in your form, and that will make sure that it can be organized by this. Then you can split screen it and open up Synergy in another screen and easily go in and type in all of your responses. So these are the students' responses right here, and then these are their names, and you can even, if you want to put their last names over here first, you can. So that way it's easier to see. You just need to double check that as you're entering them into Synergy that you're still entering it in on the same student, because sometimes students, I'll put the wrong period and then they don't get put into period 4, or they or a student hasn't responded yet. They were absent or something, so you just need to make sure that you're double checking. Now, if you're noticing that a student is not in your list for period 4 and they don't have a score in Synergy, but you knew that they were there for the day of the test, then you can go back to this section. If you click on it and then you go Control F, it'll bring up this box and you can type in their name and then you can easily find them on the sheet and you can see where they are and what their score was, so that way you can enter it into Synergy still. Sometimes they either just did not put the right period, and they are just not showing up, or they might have been missed as you were copying and pasting. But so it is an easy way to just fix that really quick. I hope this helps. If you have any questions on anything that I did not just cover, please let me know so that way I can help you out. Have a good day.